Alright, what is going on, guys? So we're back with another content creator program video. So I've had a lot of questions about Warlock, especially when I was live streaming Variant 3 because people saw him when I was opening up my tech champions. So yeah, we have him for the content creator program. He's going to be taken from my account within the next couple of days. So let's talk about this guy because he's definitely the wackiest character we've ever gotten. Some crazy cool animations, he's a crazy character for sure. And he's cool, and he's got some good stuff going on. So a couple things to keep in mind that this video is all with a rank 3 5-star champion. So that's about the equivalent of a maxed out 4-star. So some pretty impressive stuff's about to go down. One thing to note, this guy's prestige is really good. It's 10,620. So some pretty stacked prestige there. Now let's talk about this dude. So his base stats, they're alright. His critical damage rating is actually pretty high. His critical rating is on the bit of the lower side, but it's decent. He's metal, so he's gonna be a good defender for sure. This guy's gonna be annoying on defense, especially with the bulwark node that you can put on for defense tactics. It's going to be super annoying for that. Another thing to note, he is an XL champion, so he could be useful in Variant 2 actually if you haven't done that, because it's good for XL champs. He's also tech, so he's also good for Variant 3. So this guy's pretty solid for the most two recent variants, so that's cool. It's going to help people, like, once this guy's more available, you know, people that are going to be working on that content, if they have Warlock, it'll be great. As far as the synergies go, nothing really too crazy in the synergies for him. Warlock special attacks generate 70% less power than opponents, which is okay, but sometimes you want the opponents to gain power. It's a cool synergy for magic. Attack rating is increased by 50% while in limbo. This paired with what other synergy is it? It's I can't remember, the Morningstar synergy that increases her crit damage and crit rate while in limbo. With all those synergies together, that's going to make magic pretty crazy. And then it increases sunspot. It starts to have 25% increased duration. That's cool, because then you can siphon more power off them more easily-er. I don't know if that's a word. And this one's interesting. Whenever any teammate would receive a debuff they're immune to, they get a Fury buff, increasing attack rating by 60% for 6 seconds. When I was trying to test this, it wasn't working with... I tried to test it with, like, Vision, and it wasn't working. So I don't know. If that actually does work, though, that could be a really cool synergy. And apparently it works for anyone on the team. You just have to have the synergy. And then if you have, like, let's say a Dormammu who is immune to a bleed node and he goes in, he should get a Fury buff. Like, it should work like that. So that could be cool. And with Cable, whenever the opponent would gain 1 or more virus charges, 50% chance for them to gain an additional charge, which is nice, but honestly, the synergy is not needed. It's really easy to keep 1 virus on the opponent, which is what you always want to do. 1 infection, sorry. And it's very easy to just keep 1 up at all times. And that's really the base of what you need. And then synergy here to increase mutant special attack damage, which is alright. So let's talk about this guy's abilities. So the Awaken ability, he does not need to be awakened, which is nice, having a champ that doesn't need it, but it's gonna, like, for defensively, it's not really gonna matter if he's awakened or not. But offensively, it'll help with some damage output. It's gonna do some degen to the opponent over time throughout the fight when you're taking some power off them, either drained or burned, and that can happen through the special 1, special 3, or if they have a natural healing ability. So can come in handy, and I'm sure as he gets to a higher level, as like a 565, this degen is going to get a lot more damage. So it stacks up. It's nice, but it's definitely not needed. Some great immunities for Warlock here. Immune to bleed poison as like a robot. Is he a robot? I think he is. Yeah, he's a robot. Okay. So yeah, as a robot, he's got that bleed poison immunity plus cold snap and frostbite immunity. So some pretty solid immunities there, man. Basic 3, kind of 4, but basically 3. Just cold immunity in general, and then bleed and poison. So that's good. That's what I hate about, like, Vision and Ultron. Like, you fight an Iceman with them, and you're taking that cold snap damage, and willpower doesn't work for robots, so you can't do anything. So that's nice that Warlock's immune to it. Now, this is really interesting. This basically makes Warlock a really good Havoc counter. His durable Technarch form grants Warlock a permanent armor up buff, increasing armor rating by 666. If this buff is removed for any reason, it will refresh itself after 10 seconds. So let's say a buffet node takes away your armor, you're going to get it back. So that's really nice, man. And then while this buff is active, opponent's special attacks cannot be critical. So if you screw up, you take an L2, or an L1 to the face, it won't crit while you have that up. So that's nice. It can be a little bit of a saving grace, but again, it'll be annoying on defense. But it just makes them good for fighting Havoc, which is really nice, man, because I hate Havoc. And then some interesting stuff here. So every time you make contact, they gain a techno-organic transmode virus charge. So, and this virus is not affected by ability action. So basically, every time you hit them, you're going to be stacking these up. But defensively, if you're fighting him, when you hit him, you're going to get him too. So that's why he's going to be an annoying defender. And then once the opponent has 20 charges, they are removed and replaced with an infection passive that lasts for 20 seconds. The duration is decreased by 6 seconds for each unique buff on the opponent when it activates. So he's a little gimped against opponents that have a lot of buffs because this doesn't last as long. So that's one of his bad matchups there. But yeah, it's really easy to keep one virus up. And then if you have the virus up, just one, the opponent is heal blocked, and if the salve mastery is active, the mastery is removed. That's just because if it wasn't, this next thing would be really crazy. So basically, whenever the opponent would gain health while infected, they drain 5% of their current power over 0.5 seconds. So if the salve mastery was active, that'd be crazy. The opponent also has minus 30% of offensive ability accuracy. That's kind of low, but okay. But basically, what this means is you can keep your opponent heal blocked passively for pretty much the entire fight. That is huge, man. That in and of itself is just huge, because there's some champions that have a really good heal block, but like, let's say, for example, Yondu, you apply the heal block, I think it's with the special 1, but it's a debuff. So, debuff immune nodes, no good. And then a newer champion that came out that has a nice heal block is Mysterio. It's a passive heal block. You just gotta do a light combo. But it's kind of annoying to do light combos when you don't want to do a light combo and you're trying to build gas. But just with Warlock, man, you're always pretty much going to have that virus on the opponent's passive heal block throughout the fight, which is just really nice. And then blocking, so if you parry, the opponent gains 3 virus charges. So that's nice, a little way easier to just gain them. And then if a hit was a non-contact basic attack, the opponent instantly drains 10% of their current power. Who do you know that has non-contact basic attacks? Oh yeah, Havoc. Another reason for why he's going to be great against fighting Havoc. Awesome stuff there. Heavy attack, you put a bleed on the opponent. It's decent bleed, nothing crazy. Maybe if it's a bleed vulnerability node or something you need bleed, there you go. So the special 1, you can get shocks off the special 1. And the first hit removes all infection passively, drains 25% of the opponent's max power over 5.5 seconds for each infection removed. So this can be a good way to drain the opponent's power if you need to, but it's definitely better to go with special 3 because with the special 3, inflict a passive power burn on the opponent, draining 100% of their current power over 5.5 seconds and dealing damage proportionate to that amount lost. And this way, you don't take off any infections from the opponent. And you also get some regen for each infection the opponent has. But notice how it doesn't say for each infection removed. So they stay on the opponent, which I like about the special 3. And then the special 2 is a pretty good way to just get up some damage. So the last hit places 2 armor break debuffs on the opponent, each reducing the armor rating by 2,000, which is pretty good. If they're infected, the debuffs also trigger when the attack is activated, but last half as long. So basically that means you're going to get 4 armor breaks. So the special is going to start, you're going to place 2 armor breaks on them, you're going to do your special, so you're going to get the extra damage from having armor breaks on them. And then at the end of the special, you're going to place an additional 2 armor breaks that have the full duration. Because I was a little confused when I was first reading how that works. And last hit refreshes 1 infection. So the special 2 is really nice damage-wise. I like to mix in the special 2s and 3s. I don't really like to go for the special 1s. But yeah, that's basically his abilities, guys. It's a little... You might not get the full... might not fully understand by me just talking about it. So we're going to go take on the new Variant 3 final Kang boss with Warlock. I'll talk about what I'm doing and how it works once we get to that fight. So let's go. Alright, what is going on, guys? So we're back and we're in Variant 3, the final quest, final boss, Kang. So this Kang is pretty crazy, man. He's got some, he got a bunch of nodes. Basically, you need to shock him or incinerate him when this timer runs out, or he's going to heal all the way up to full. And also when that timer goes off, he purifies any debuffs, and he also has regeneration, cannot be modified, so you can't reverse it or anything like that. You can't use heal block debuffs because, like I said, he purifies them all. So there's a few options here. You can use the incinerate debuffs or shock debuffs. You can just try to out damage it in the time, like with maybe like Star-Lord. I'm pretty sure he can do it. Or you can go for a passive type heal block. So Mysterio can do this. Brian Grant actually just soloed him with Mysterio on his stream. And it took about took over 300 hits, but I think he could have got it done above 200 hits. So yeah, Mysterio can do it because he places that passive heal block. And I was thinking, you know, like when I got Warlock, I'm like, okay, what do I want to do? Where should I really showcase this guy? Like, I feel like his best attribute is the fact that he can just passively heal block the opponent. That's his best attribute. I really like that, and some great immunities, damage, and everything. But really, the passive heal block and the Havoc immunity. That's what I really like about him. So I was thinking, wait, can he take this Kang? Because it's a passive heal block with our infection. So as you notice, as the timer runs out, he's not healing because we just have that passive virus infection on him, and it's not a debuff or anything, so it's not getting purified, and we're good to go, man. So yeah, dude, like, and again, keep in mind, guys, this is all of a rank 3 5-star, which is about the equivalent of a maxed out 4-star. So if Warlock here was a rank 5, dude, he would have been really, really good for this fight, but only as a rank 3. I still thought he could do it. It would take a little bit longer, but I definitely thought he could do it. So far, everything's going pretty good. As you can see, it's really easy to just keep at least one virus on the opponent throughout the fight. I'm having no problem just having one. I usually have 2 or 3 sometimes. It's really not hard. I'm going to go for an L3 now, and I'm going to get some regen. As you can see, we just went from 65% health to 74%, about 9% health. Decent. Just because we're getting some healing for each infection on Kang, and then we're also power burning all the power he has, which is dealing him some damage, and getting rid of some of his power, which is fine. So yeah, everything is going really good in this fight, and it's pretty much just about staying alive now. As long as I don't screw up, I should be able to do this because we're bypassing the regen mechanic with the virus, so we're pretty much good. So we drop the special 2 there. It does some decent damage. You get those armor breaks. As you can see, the armor breaks do quite a bit. We just hit a 6k medium, so it amplifies our attack by quite a bit. Each armor break debuff was decreasing by like 2,000, so that's pretty solid. I think Medusa's armor shatter is like 2,500. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So yeah, those armor breaks are pretty potent. And yeah, everything's going really good. As you can see, I don't really go for the special ones because it gets rid of the infections. I don't really like that. But yeah, special 2 and special 3. The special 2 refreshes one of the infections, so if one's about to fall off, it's a quick way to refresh it. And the special 3, it's just a good way to heal up, because I am running suicides. Do keep that in mind, that I am running suicides in this fight, so that is increasing my attack. But yeah, the Warlock's definitely a champ you want to be running with suicides, I would say, just because you got the double immunity now, super nice. And yeah, as I take some of the recoil damage, I just kind of get some of it back with the special 3. So, you know, it's a nice cycle that you can really get going with him. He's taking some degen over time when we're burning some of that power from the special 3, and also I think when he tries to heal from the node whenever that timer expires, I think we power drain or power burn him a little bit, and he takes some of that degen damage because of it, because it's a natural healing ability that he's trying to activate. And yeah, so we're over 200 hits in, and everything's going pretty good. I remember getting to this point, I'm like, okay, don't screw this up. You're close. I never, that doesn't usually, I don't usually get in my head in fights, but at this point I was like, okay, I really don't want to go through this entire quest again. Let's not screw this up. Let's make sure we get the solo. Let's just play a little safer now. Let's not go for anything crazy. So yeah, just making sure I'm nailing my parries, and we should be okay. And yeah, keep launching those special 2s. They're doing good damage, and yeah, everything's going good. We're taking that recoil, but it's fine. We're getting them pretty low now. We're coming up on 300 hits, which honestly, it's not too bad for about a rank 3 4-star, or I mean a rank 3 5-star. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Not crazy damage output, but it's not bad for what he is, you know. Again, this is with suicides. I wouldn't want to run him without suicides. Yeah, would not want to be doing that. So yeah, drop this L2. Doesn't quite kill him, but puts the armor breaks. Do some good damage here. No crits, unfortunately. One more combo, and he goes down. So we did it in under 300 hits. Dude, what is he doing with his eyebrows at the end there? I was laughing. I was like, oh man, that was weird. I like that. I like that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. We soloed the Variant 3 final boss, Kang, with Warlock. Pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think of Warlock. I think he's cool. Definitely not the best champion in the game by any means, but he's got some cool stuff. definitely unique animation-wise, and just really wacky and cool. I like the design of the character. And as far as the abilities go, yeah, I feel like he's got a good use, and again, solid prestige. So overall, pretty decent champ. I like him. Am I gonna go for him? Probably not. I really do like the fact that he can counter Havoc. That's a big upside to him, man. I really like that. So, yeah, I don't know. I see him being more of a defender, though, in the game. But we'll have to wait and see. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Hope you did enjoy. If so, drop a like, share with your alliance, subscribe if you'd like to see more content. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.